So we're going to talk a little bit about how to restart a specific part of a cut when you're doing a series of cuts on a sheet of metal. So let's say that your plasma cutter gave out halfway through a cut and you don't want to have to try to cut the whole piece out, so you just want to cut out this one small segment again. Now, there's a way to do that within the code, and there's two codes within your G code here at the top left-hand side of your screen that you're going to need to take notice of, and that's the M03 and the M05. The M03 is a G code that tells the machine to fire the plasma. The M05 code is a code that tells the machine to shut off the plasma. So if you tried to start, let's say you tried to start a code in the middle of what you would think would be a cutting path or a cutting motion, and you just hit set next line and cycle start. Your plasma torch wouldn't know whether or not it should be on or off, and won't fire in the middle of a G code because it hasn't been told to turn itself on and or turn itself off. So it's just going to be lost at that moment. What we do is, let's say you're running a cut, you're running through this particularly interesting set of cuts here, and it lost air, so you hit stop, and it stopped here in your code. You're going to see G01, G03. These are just different paths that the plasma cutter is taking. We're going to scroll back here in the code till the previous M05. That's the last place that it said turn off plasma. That way, your machine is then going to move or understand the coordinates for its next position. See, this next set of codes here is saying, oh, okay, this is X 10.2044 by Y 9.8487. It knows that position because you haven't changed your zero at all. So what it'll do is, from M05, it'll lift your Z-axis up 0.75 inches and go to this location, which is that location just before your previous cut, the cut that you're trying to fix. Move over to the start of that cut you're trying to fix, and then at M03 it's going to just start cutting and redo that line that you just missed. And you can do this for any cut that you lose for any reason at all. And we're going through here, and now you've got your cut. Perfect. Now, that all being said, a couple of things to note is you'll see a code that says G31 and G92. G31 and G92 are our way with our table to zero out the Z-axis. You don't want to stop or cause the machine to pause during these two particular codes, simply because at that moment the Z-axis is fluid, or it doesn't have a specific zeroing point, because G31 is telling the machine to find the Z-axis 0 by touching off of the material. This is our floating head operation, so you don't want to stop during G31 and G92 codes. They're right after each other, and they're really easy to notice because it's where the torch dives down towards the material until it makes contact, offsets the switch, and then pulls itself back up. Don't stop during those moments. You're going to stop at any other moment whatsoever. You can stop anywhere, just hit stop, scroll backwards in the code to the previous M05, or the M05 just before the cut that you were just running. You can also see on this top right hand corner of the screen, it'll highlight little tiny white lines as to where it's cutting, and you'll see here it's running a small white line from here to here, or here to here, depending on the direction. And you're able to tell, oh, okay, that was that cut. Okay, I can go back to the M05 before that cut and go ahead, hit set next line. Always remember to set next line, because it tells the machine, okay, this is the line that we're going to start on, and then we're going to hit cycle start.